Evening. Today we'll be practicing more on the SQL commands only. So first, let us just try to let us take an example of a database structure, or in fact the table structure. The table name goes by the name of employee only. So over here you'll be finding that the table name is EMPL. Now the following fields are being present in the table. Now the first you will be finding as table structure. So in the table structure you will be finding that certain columns are there. So what are the particular columns? Let us just try to understand that. This is your EMP number. So which will be holding a numerical value only. So the data type is being mentioned below, and next our column name will be your field. So that will be your E name, which stands for your good evening. So which stands for your characters. So over here you will be finding that varchar entry is there. Now job, so that will be also containing varchar. Now job, and after that you will be finding MGR. It will be containing integer values. Then your hire date. So this will be also containing your date. So the data type of this particular column will be your date. Then followed by salary. So this we can consider it to be float or double, or you can call it INT. And then your commission will be there. So this will be having certain numerical values in this column, but means wherever the commission is not being mentioned, so this particular column value will not be blank. So in fact what it would be, so it would be null in some cases. So that means the normal entry that is being encouraged in this particular column is your integer values only, and followed by department number. This will be also holding integer values. Now as you can see that these are the columns, so there are near about 8 columns are there. Okay, now the first query, so what is being mentioned out here is display all the records, all columns from table EMPL. So the table name is EMPL. So all the records we need to display. So what will be the most simplest way? So in the MySQL prompt, so select asterisk from EMPL, which is your table name. So this will be the first query's answer. Now second query, it's your display EMP number and E name for all employees from table EMPL. So here you'll be finding that you need to only display 2 columns. Okay, EMP number and E name. So again in the MySQL prompt, so what you'll be writing is select. You cannot write the word display for retrieving the records. So you must always remember that select is the only valid query in SQL, okay, which is used for retrieving the desired columns with certain conditions, and if certain conditions are there, so they should be used along with the where clause. But here what does the question tell you? So you need to only display the employee number, which is your first column, as well as the employee name, so which is your second column. So select EMP number, comma, E name. From your table name will be your EMPL. So this will be our second query. Okay, now what is the third query tells us, or what is the third question tells us? The third question tells us that display E name, salary and salary added with commission. So you need to display E name, salary and salary added with commission. So that means you need to display these 2 columns addition also. So in this case, what do you need? How will you proceed with it? That select and after that you will be following here EMP E name. So E name will be there, comma, and then salary plus commission. So sal plus COMM. And if you want to display this particular addition of the two columns, so whatever values will be there for these two particular columns, so if you want that a different name for a newly added column, or for a newly added this particular thing, okay, it should be coming. So what you can do is, so you will have to just write it like this way. So this will be given, this will be what this will be doing is, so salary plus commission, whatever that means calculation will be done. So that will be displayed under a new heading called sal and commission, and then followed by from table name will be your EMPL. Now our third, what is our third question, fourth question? So it will be write a query to display employee name. So we need to display employee name, salary and department number who are not getting commission from table EMPL. So there might be, so you see, we need to focus on this employee name, salary and department number. But the department number, but the thing is that commission, in commission column there will be some values which are not being filled. So over here what you need to do, so you need to find out that which particular columns are there where commission value is null. So wherever the null keyword is being written, so now coming to the next one. So what did it ask you? So it asked you that display employee name, salary and department number. So you need to display only these three particular columns values, but based the condition is based on the commission, okay, wherever the commission value is null. So how will you go for it? That select and this will be your employee name and salary. So this will be your sal followed by your department number, and then from your table name will be there, which is your EMPL, where commission COMM is null. So this you'll have to remember. Now next thing will be your that write a query to display employee number, name, salary and salary into 12. Salary into 12 as annual salary whose commission is not null from table EMPL. So that means wherever the commission values they are being filled. Good evening, good evening. So wherever the commission values they are being filled for this particular column, okay. So means you need not consider those null values. So what you need to consider is you need to focus only on those commission values where the commission values are filled up. So you need to display employee number, name, salary and salary into 12. So what you need to display is, how will you display that? MySQL prompt will be there. So in this MySQL prompt what you will be writing is that select EMP number, which is your first column name, and followed by your name. So that means name will be your E name, and then your salary also should be there, and then you need to calculate the annual salary also in that same statement, and that should be displayed under the new heading. So you will be displaying that sal into 12, and if you want to give a new column name, that means for this particular column, otherwise what will happen is you will be finding the output So it is being displayed for EMP number. So with this same column heading, the output for this particular column values will be coming. So ename for this same column values, the output will be coming, salary will be coming, but salary into 12 will be coming in the same manner. But if you want to display it in under a refined heading, so what you need to do is you need to give here within double quotes annual salary. And from, then after that what you need to use is from, what is your table name? Table name is your EMPL, and the condition is that where the commission is not null. So you'll have to write down here where commission, which is COMM, okay, because as it is mentioned in the table structure, is not null. So this will be the entire query. Now you need to display. Now write a query in SQL to list all the department numbers in table EMPL. So that means you need to display all the department numbers. And there can be a situation in this particular department number column, so wherein you will be finding that department numbers, they are repeating also in some instances. Like department number 10 could be there, so then 30 could be there, then again 10 could be coming. So like that way there could be multiple instances of your department number being repeated under this particular column. So in this case what you need to do is, so since you are being told to, that means display all the existing department numbers in spite of the repetitions being occurring. So therefore what you need to do is select, so DEPT number, which is your department number, from your column name will be your table name will be your EMPL. Now the next is list all unique department numbers in table EMPL. So what is the meaning of unique department numbers? So unique department numbers means that, so you need to focus that means the single instance of the repeated department number should be displayed. So that means if the department number 10 is occurring in this particular department number column 3 times, so only one instance of department number should be displayed. If department number value 20 is repeating 4 to 5 times, then also one instance of that particular department number should be coming in the output. So that means as I told you that multiple department numbers are there and there could be multiple repetitions of the same department number. So how will you just extract only the single instance? So what you need to do is MySQL prompt, so select, here you'll have to use the keyword distinct. So distinct and followed by your DEPT number from your table name is EMPL. So this you'll be using. So distinct, it just erases or it removes all the duplicate existence of the your particular column values. But since it's a temporary display, it's not going to finally remove it from the existing table only. So it will be only a temporary display for this particular query only. Now see, list details. Now the next query is you need to display all the details or the details of all those clerks or all those employees. Okay, so or you can call it like okay, all those clerks who have not been assigned department numbers as yet. So see, how will you understand that whether that particular person is a clerk or not? So in this particular column called job, so you'll be finding that certain job designation values are being written, like clerk is there, manager is there. So like that way many instances of the, that means values, you'll be finding it. Okay, so you need to again I am repeating the question, you need to display the details of all clerks. So you will be focusing only on the particular job column, so where the existent values is clerk and they have not been assigned any departments as yet, and for them, so we need to also take one more thing into consideration. So that will be the department numbers for those particular clerks should be null. So we need to display such kind of values. So how do we go for it? So in the MySQL prompt, so first what you need to do is select job from your table name will be your EMPL, where job equal to, and then within single quotes, where job equal to clerk, and DEPT number, which is your department number, is null. So it will be focusing, we have used an AND operator. So using this AND operator, so one can focus, or the query will be focusing basically on these two conditions only. Or instead of job, what you can do is that select staff from EMPL. So in that, so means whichever person is holding the job of a clerk, so all the details of those persons will be coming and displayed to you. Now coming to the next one, list the details of those employees who have 4 lettered names. Now supposingly, just let me elaborate this. Now suppose this is the ename column. So in this particular ename column, you will be finding that certain names are there. Like Amit name is there, Sumit name is there, suppose Jain name is there, okay, and one more name you can just put it, like Shashwat is there. We need to pull out only those particular details. We need to pull out the details of only those particular employees which have exactly 4 characters in their name. So how do we just extract this? Like this over here. So you find 2 names like Amit and Jain is there. So means what will be the main criteria for extracting this such kind of things? So what you need to do is, see, we are having a concept of wildcard character. So wildcard character means it's a certain kind of symbol, like your percentage sign. So this is also an example of a wildcard character. Your asterisk sign is also an example of a wildcard character. Now apart from that, one more wildcard character is there, which is called your underscore. Now when you need to focus on exactly on the number of characters, so you'll have to use this particular underscore as the, that means as the condition in the criteria. Now how will we use it? So we need to pull out the details of all those employee names which have exactly 4 characters. So it's very simple. So what you need to do is, in the MySQL prompt, select asterisk from, we need to pull out the details of all those employees from EMPL, where ename like, and then single quotes, and then you'll have to just give 4 underscores. So that means this particular underscore, it gives a count. It keeps a track of the count of how many employees are there which are exactly having under this particular ename column, so 4 characters. Now supposingly we need to display the details of all those employees whose annual salary is between 25,000 and 40,000. So that means here also you need, since in the original table, so you won't be finding that annual salary is there. So you need to do certain calculations also. So what he'll be doing is, in the MySQL prompt, so you need to display the details of those employees whose annual salary is between 25,000 and 40,000. So first what you can do is select asterisk from your table name. So table name will be your EMPL, And you need to do one more thing. Only that should be okay only. Select asterisk from your table name where. Now in this where clause what you'll be writing is sal asterisk 12. Now annual salary. Now this will be only a temporary new heading coming for this salary into 12. The calculation will be there, and the calculation under this, above the calculation you will be finding that annual salary heading is there, where annual salary or sal into 12 is between. You can use a predefined clause called between, and here you'll have to use 25,000 and 40,000. Now here the 25,000 and 40,000, so both the values will be inclusive. Now see, the next question is how many job types are offered to employees. So what is the meaning of this question? How many job types are offered to all the employees? So job types means what? As I just told you, that there can be multiple, that means values under the job column which could have also repetition. Like in the department column I was telling that multiple instances of the same department number could be repeating, or there could be several, there could be instances that department number is also vacant. So in that case what will happen is that department number will be showing you the value of null, so indicating that no department number is being mentioned for a particular employee. So in a similar way you will be finding that there could be multiple instances of the this particular job column also, like clerk could be repeating 2 times or 4 times, but you want that exact number of, what are the exact number of jobs occurring, okay, or exact jobs occurring, reducing the duplicate values. So here it will be simple only, that select distinct and job will be under this parenthesis. From your table name will be your EMPL. Now the next query will be your list the details of all the employees who earn more commission than their salaries. So you'll have to find out the list of all those employees or details of all those employees whose commission is more than their salaries. So again in the MySQL prompt, select asterisk from your table name where commission is greater than your salary. Now coming to the next query, that write a query to display the name, job title and salary of employees who do not have manager. So that means we need to focus only on these particular fields wherein we need to display the name, job title. So that means we need to display the job column and salary of all those employees, but where the jobs don't have the manager in their column fields as their column values, okay. So what we need to do is that in the MySQL prompt, so you need to display the name. So first select ename will be there, then after that you will be finding that job, because this particular column also needs to be displayed, comma salary. From your table name will be your EMPL where who do not have manager, so where job not in. So this is also a clause only, where job not in, and followed by, inside this you can just write here manager. So this particular column will be, or this particular query will be displaying only 3 fields, employee name and job salary, and from the table name, which is your EMPL, where job does not fall under the concept of your manager, or where the manager is not being there. Apart from manager, whatever values are there, so for that particular job details, you'll be finding the details coming for all the employees. Now see, write a query to display the name of employee whose name contains alphabet A as the third alphabet. So what is the meaning of this? So the meaning is that you need to focus only on the name of an employee where the name contains A as the third alphabet. So here you'll be finding that certain names are there, like Shashwat is there. I want to just pull out this Shashwat because it is containing A as the third alphabet. Now if I am just writing here so I'm just modified one more name, which is by the name of Suarez, and Shashwat is there. So I want to just pull out these two names, but I need to focus on the number of characters also, as well as the position of that particular alphabet A. So what I need to do is, so in the MySQL prompt, so select ename, because we will be only displaying the ename. From your table name will be there, which is your EMPL, where ename like, and after this where ename like, within single quotes you'll have to put 2 underscores. So 2 underscores means why? Because we want that exactly 2 characters should be there, and apart from that one alphabet A should be there, and then your percentage sign indicating that after the alphabet A there could be any number of characters, there could be any combination of the characters, okay, which is to be displayed. So here you will be finding that we get the desired result from this particular query. Now we are having a query wherein you will be finding that write a query to display the name of employee who is having L as any alphabet of the name. Okay. So like if I just L as any alphabet, let us just try to modify certain names. Like over here you'll be finding that suppose we are giving it I'm just writing a name called Salil, and the second one, third, one more name you can just write it. I'm just writing one more name as Lata. So over here you'll be finding that in one case the L is being as the last alphabet or as the third alphabet also, and in the third here you'll be finding that the name it starts with alphabet L only. Now how to focus on only on this particular characters? So again in the MySQL prompt what we will be writing is that select ename, from your table name will be there, from EMPL, where ename like, and here you can just use a percentage sign. See what does it mean is that I'm just trying to use that modular sign before the alphabet L in single quotes, and after the this particular L also modular sign or percentage sign. So it is representing that whatever characters, whatever number of characters also exist, we are not matter. It does not matter to us. And after L also, so that means whatever position of that or whatever number of characters, whatever combination of characters exist, so we are not bothered about that. So we need to just focus on this. So it can be the starting alphabet or it can be the last alphabet also. Now let us take one more example. Means apart from this, some other example we are going to take it. Now supposingly we are having a table name by the name of sales. Now this particular sales table, so it is having the following structure or it is having the following set of columns. First column name is your store underscore ID. Now this will be your sales underscore amount. So there are three particular columns out here. So let us just try to solve certain queries based on this. Now supposingly you need to write an SQL query in which you need to find the sales amount for each store. For each store we are asking, okay. So that means sales amount for each store. So there could be several store IDs. So which could be repeating in nature. So in that case what you need to do is, or you need to, yes. So first in the MySQL prompt, now what does the question tell you? The question tells you that you need to find the sum of the sales amount for store ID containing multiple set of repetitive values. Now store ID, suppose first value is 10, then another instance will be finding that second row contains for that store ID 20, then again 10 will be coming. So like that way multiple instances of the store ID can be there. But what is being mentioned is that you need to find out the sales amount for each store. So here you need to use a group by clause also, that select sum. So we are making use of an aggregate function also, select sum and followed by sales underscore amount from your table name, which is your sales, and here you need to use here group by store ID. Now supposingly we need to write an SQL statement which lets you list all the stores whose total sales amount is over 5,000. Okay, so need to find out something more. That means we need to display the list of all the stores whose total sales amount is over 5,000. So what you need to display in this, that in the MySQL prompt select store underscore ID and then from table name will be your sales, where total sales amount is over. So where what you need to do is, where sum sales underscore amount greater than 5,000 and group by store underscore ID. So this particular concept you can just use it. Now supposingly you need to write an SQL query in which you need to find out the total number of stores in the sales table. Total number of stores. So in the MySQL prompt, select count store underscore ID or you can just write it like this way. Select, you can just make it a nested one also. Select count and instead that you'll be writing a distinct store underscore ID from your table name is sales. So what is the meaning of this particular query is that in this query, so first it will be just extracting or it will be just displaying you it will be removing the multiple instances of the store ID and then it will be making the count. Now supposingly in this particular store ID you will be finding that 10 is being repeated 3 times, 20 is being repeated 5 times. So first it will be just that means if you want to just have the knowledge that how many particular store IDs are available. So after the removal of those particular duplicate instances, so then this particular query will be helping you out in the same. Now see, we need to write an SQL query. We need to write an SQL query in which lets you find the total sales amount for store ID 25 and total sales amount for store ID 45. So there are 2 specific conditions being mentioned out here. That first is that you need to display the total sales amount for a particular store ID which is being given, and the total amount for store ID 45 also. 25 and 45. So in the MySQL prompt, so select sum store underscore ID or sales underscore amount from your table name will be your sales where store underscore ID equal to 25 and store underscore ID equal to 45. So for these 2 particular column values only you need to display the total sales amount. Now let us take one more example from our table named exam underscore results. We got a new table. Now this particular exam results, you'll be finding this set of columns existing. The first column will be your student underscore ID. Here the second column name will be your first name, last name, exam underscore ID. So this will be your fourth column name, and the last column will be your exam underscore score. Now we need to display, you need to use an SQL statement which is used to find the average exam score for exam ID equal to 1. So again we'll be making use of an aggregate function. So select AVG and then exam underscore score from table name will be your exam underscore results, where exam ID equal to 1. Now let us try for one more SQL query. Now you need to find out how many students took each exam. So if they had appeared for certain exam, so that means their exam underscore score, so this would be filled up. So you need to find out the exact number of students, and for every particular student, so exam ID would have been generated. So select count distinct student ID, student underscore ID from table name is your exam underscore results, group by exam underscore ID. So I hope the things were a little bit understood by you. Now see, let us try to means one more, we can give it a try, that you need to use an SQL statement in which you need to print out the record of all students whose last name starts with L. Okay, last name starts with L. So that is pretty easy only. So in this MySQL, what you need to do is that how many students, you need to print out the records of all students. So that means records means what? You need to print out the details of all the students only. But the focus is on the last name column, where the last name column it starts with alphabet L. So select asterisk from table name will be your exam underscore results, where L name like and L%. So that means whatever combination of alphabets is there after the alphabet L, so it does not matter to us. Whatever the count of characters is also there, we are not mattering, or we are not trying to understand about that. Our main focus is on, so means the alphabet in the last name column, it should be starting with L only. So we'll be continuing this as well as in the next class, or if you want to start a new topic, you just please tell it to me. Okay, you can just write it in your class group or whatever, that means in your boards exam, in your half-yearly exam or in your school exams. So whichever topic is being coming, so kindly mention it. So is there any other topic which you are not so clear? Is there any topic which goes by the name of recursion, which is being starting or it's been coming in your school? Sorting, okay. So this time I think sorting, only the bubble sort and selection sort is going to come, because that one more insertion sort was there, so I think it has been removed. Okay, so only two sorting, bubble sort and your selection sort. Okay. So I'll be just closing the session out here. So in the next class we'll be starting with the sorting only. So thank you.